Hey Bash Besties, it's me Taylor, your party planning bestie. Today I'm going to go over the 10 most popular party backdrop types and stands to invest in your event planning business. These also apply to party decorators, of course, and balloon businesses if you offer these type of rental services. The links for each type will be in the description box, so just check there if you're interested in any of the backdrops you see in this video. Number one, backdrop stand. So for most of the backdrops you'll see in the list, you are going to need a backdrop stand to hold them up. My favorite and most versatile backdrop stand is this one from eFavorMart, and I'll link to the exact one that I use below. This is the best all-around backdrop stand for new and people who've been in the industry for a while, and I'll link it below. It breaks down completely for transport and has a weighted base to help with stability, although you will likely need to use some weights for more security, especially if you're going to be setting up outdoors. Backdrop stands or frames can also be found in different shapes and sizes. Many of you guys are probably already familiar with the round hoop backdrop stand, commonly used by balloon stylists. You can also get metal arches like the ones you see here. I'll insert a couple photos. As I said, a backdrop stand will be needed most of the time. If you're just getting into the industry, please try to avoid buying the photography backdrop stands, which have a tripod base. These are the ones that I bought when I was first starting out too, and these are not the ones that you need for the party industry. Newbies kind of tend to buy these when they first start out because they're generally cheaper and easy to find on Amazon. If you can afford to pay a little bit more, it's better just to go ahead and bite the bullet and go with a better quality, more durable stand like the one I use and recommend now. Number two, shimmer walls. These shimmer walls have been all the rage for the last couple of years. I know you guys have probably seen them. They're perfect for Barbie parties, mermaid parties, and commonly used for adult themes as well, like graduations, as they come in all different colors and make a big impact. They're made with panels of sequins that are wind activated, and it gives it like a shimmering effect with the breeze. It's so pretty in person, so I highly recommend. Transporting is a little bit easier than some other types of backdrops, and it's pretty durable, and this is literally the most requested backdrop that I offer. They come in two different style backings, and I recommend the ones with the black backing, although those can be hard to find sometimes, so I'll definitely link the ones with the black backing that I use and I love below. A lot of people find that using the clear backing, that it's really time consuming to put together, but I also find that with the clear backing, it's a little bit more fragile. So I'll definitely link the ones that I recommend below. Number three, boxwood or greenery backdrops. So boxwood greenery backdrops have been a staple for like the past decade in party setups. I personally think that the standard boxwood is played out these days, but they now offer different variations in colors, styles of leaves, textures, etc. Although standard boxwood does work well for many themes still, like soccer or garden themes, I just think that it's a little dated for what everyone is requesting and offering for the trends right now. I do like to use my grass walls for like dinosaur parties and tropical parties, but I will go with like a more tropical looking leaf style rather than the basic boxwood. So like I said, links are down below so you can see kind of the differences between those. I will link to a standard boxwood and I'll link to a variation that I like as well so you can kind of see the difference. Number four would be CHIARA arch wall panels. CHIARA arches are quite literally the most used and most popular backdrops industry-wide at the moment. They're typically made of wood, but there's also options to recreate the looks with metal, collapsible arches, and fabric covers. Some people also have DIY like budget versions out of foam board and similar materials as well. CHIARA walls have expanded to include more intricate variations, that being ribbing, 3D versions. They've changed it from the traditional round arch to like wavy sides or triangular shaped edges. A lot of people have added shelves to them and turned them into favor walls. And people are just getting really creative, making them champagne walls and candy dispensers. So it's really taken on a life of its own with the CHIARA walls, and you need a CHIARA wall. this should be in your inventory, no doubt about it. Number 5 would be, sorry to interrupt, Bash Besties. Quick announcement here. Right now, for a limited time, we're offering my revamped business guide complimentary when you sign up for our email list. Download my How to Start a Party Business and Brand It Like a Pro guide today. Just click the link in the description box and claim yours. Now back to the video. About it. Number 5 would be wood rustic walls. You guys have probably seen the classic wood walls at an event you've been to over the past decade or two. These and the boxwood backdrops have been a party decor staple for quite some time. I find that the wood backdrops are great for rustic looks and boho vibes. Many people have turned away from using the wood walls in business these days as they're heavy to transport if it's all in one piece and generally require more people to move them, or even a box truck for larger sizes. However, you can purchase or DIY a version that is collapsible. I'll show you the one that I have that's collapsible here. The only downfalls is that it may not be as sturdy, but it's definitely easier to transport. Number 6 is grid backdrops. These definitely give a modern look. The most popular grid was probably the round grid that has been trending for a while on Pinterest, but you can also get rectangular grids and incorporate them into your layered backdrop looks. We do this a lot. They're really nice because they are very light. They're easy to tie balloons on, name signs, or floral arrangements to. I originally purchased my round grid backdrop from AliExpress, but I will link to an Amazon vendor who sells it now below. Originally, you couldn't get these on Amazon, so you had to order from AliExpress, but now there are vendors that carry this type of backdrop. Or if you know of a metal worker, if you can get them to make this for you, you can probably get a better high quality one that route. Number 7 would be rose walls or flower walls. Flower walls are more commonly used in romantic, feminine party themes, weddings, baby showers, garden parties, Valentine's Day parties. They come in an array of colors and styles. They can be a little pricey, but since not many people have it in their inventory, less supply is always a good thing in your market because then you can charge more. Number 8 would be fringe walls or fringe tablecloth walls. Fringe walls are a fun and budget-friendly alternative backdrop style. They can cost from $20 to $50 depending on the size and can really make a wow statement at an event. I actually have a tutorial on how I made this specific backdrop, and I'll link it in the iCard and also in the description box. A super popular variation of the fringe walls are ceiling fringe, and I'll have a tutorial on that soon, and I'll update the link here in this video when that comes out. Number 9 would be classic backdrops like fabric drape or printed banners. Fabric draping always elevates any occasion, and it's a classic style backdrop often used in more formal occasions or to transform a less than aesthetic room. Draping can just be the backdrop behind the cake table or the sweetheart table. It doesn't necessarily have to be draping in the entire room, but draping in an entire room really elevates a space. Custom printed banners are also available. I put this in with fabric drape because these are kind of what you think of when you think of classic backdrops. These have been around forever. So you can customize printed banners. You can do designs on Canva yourself, or you can order a pre-made design on Etsy. You can also order more accessible low price banners on Amazon. So number 10 would just be a DIY backdrop, basically made out of random materials, anything you can think of. There's backdrops made out of florals, like you see here. This is a backdrop being made out of pampas grass. I included this paper plate backdrop that I used for a simple little Valentine's setup. Some people use paper flowers. The list goes on. So I made number 10, just anything that you can make a backdrop out of random materials would be number 10. These were the top 10 most popular party backdrop types and stands in the industry right now. If you guys are looking to start your business, if you guys have been looking to maybe pick up a side hustle or maybe eventually transition out of your 9 to 5, be your own boss, work for yourself. If you love the party industry and everyone tells you that you should be a party planner, you guys need to go ahead and check out my course, Party Biz Academy. The link will be in the description box, and we'd love to have you. See you guys there.